Welcome to my Dentistry Tuesday, and today's topic is acid erosion of the teeth. This has significant consequences to your teeth and can lead to sensitivity and pain, which we do not want. Before I get into it, my name is Greg Chong. I'm a dentist. I've been practicing dentistry for the last 25 years. Be sure to like and follow to get notifications on future content that I produce. If you're curious about the products that I highly recommend on a daily basis to have that healthiest mouth that you possibly can, take a look at the link in my profile for more information under my oral care section. Now let's get into it. Acid erosion of the teeth. It is a process where our teeth are melted away by strong acid. Teeth are like crystals, and crystals and acids do not mix. The result of the acid could be wearing of your teeth in a significant fashion and tooth pain. Once your tooth structure is lost from the acid, you can never grow it back. There are two sources of acid. It's coming from what we eat and drink on a daily basis and from the stomach. Acid is in a lot of our foods that we eat and drink, and that's what helps us provide that contrast to your food that makes it taste great. Some common sources of acid that we consume is from fruits, vinaigrette in our salad dressing, red wine, sodas, and sparkling water. Yes, I said sparkling water. I find that my patients are drinking a lot of it, and it is a very common source of acid wear to their teeth, as well as leading to a lot of chronic sensitivity. I find that their teeth look kind of yellow, and I call it a corrosive yellow color. It's not very aesthetic. The good news is if you stop drinking a lot of sparkling water, the teeth can desensitize over time and do a little minor reparative process. The other major source is from stomach acid, and there are a couple health conditions that lead to this. One is called GERD, or gastric reflux, and the second is bulimia. Typically, gastric reflux, the acid creeps into the mouth and starts to burn your gums away and melt your teeth. The second issue is bulimia. That's when a person vomits after they have a meal. That acid is coming out with some velocity and typically burns the backside of the front teeth. It's a very classic situation and symptoms we see in the mouth that we can diagnose it without having to ask the patient questions regarding body dysmorphic disorders. The good news is the saliva has natural acid-based buffering actions to it. And if you don't have a lot of saliva, you're not going to be effective at neutralizing the acids that you consume. As a general rule of thumb, if you suspect that you eat and drink acidy things or have gastric reflux, do not brush your teeth for at least 30 to 60 minutes. Let the body's saliva neutralize that acid in the mouth before you go brush your teeth. The reason why we want you to wait is because the toothbrush bristles are considered coarse enough, like coarse sandpaper, to wear away your tooth structure that has been afflicted by acid. We want some time for the tooth structure to reharden and therefore become abrasive resistant to toothbrushing. Another solution is to chew gum after you have a meal. What this does is it tricks the mouth as you're still eating your food, and saliva flow will continue to happen. And with the saliva flow, it can help neutralize the acids quicker. A third way is to drink alkaline water. I've been discovering that Smart Water, the particular brand, produces a alkaline water that has a pH of 9.8. This can help neutralize the acids even quicker if you drink and maybe swish with it. I highly recommend this Smart Water for those patients who suffer from a lot of gastric reflux, or even those patients of mine who suffer from bulimia. Of course, if you suspect that your teeth are being worn down by acidic sources, do open up a conversation with your oral health care provider. They may have great suggestions and tips that you can do. Sometimes these things just a simple behavioral change and modify your way of life, and things can self-correct themselves. That's the cool thing. Again, if this continues to go on, unfortunately, once the tooth structure melts away, unfortunately, we cannot grow it back, and that's why your dentist may have to recommend some restorative or reparative procedures to build back up your teeth to make them look aesthetic again, or try to eliminate the damage possible to your teeth. I hope this information is valuable to you for those patients who are suffering from acid erosion of the teeth. It's something you got to figure out real quickly, because if you melt it away, you just won't have your teeth for later. That's the risk that we're worried about. Of course, if you have any further questions regarding this, I'd be happy to go over this and get back to you. Just leave me a comment and I'll be more than happy to get back to you and respond. Again, do check out the link in my profile for the products that I do highly recommend to maintain that really healthy smile. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.